Good morning and welcome back to Margin. This morning we're going to talk about the review of what's essential for you. So let's jump right into it. So there are so many aspects to our lives that seem like we couldn't live without. But honestly, looking at what your baseline needs are and how much of your life is being governed by non-essentials will actually help you to know what needs to be added and probably more importantly, what needs to actually be stripped away. So it can be quite liberating to simplify your life. I've gone through this process and I would say it's a game changer to intentionally go through the process of what you are doing just because of social norms, just because of cultural norms, just because of social media or what influence family or friends have on you, and not because it's something that actually matters to you in particular. Now, in this theme on what's essential, we took a look at your primary needs for shelter, for food, for clothing, and for transportation. We then went a step beyond that and looked at and extrapolated on your needs beyond just the essential, needs that you have that are most important, and looking at how do those aspects affect your lifestyle. We looked at aspects like connectivity and how it relates to your community, as well as your health and healthcare needs. And how all of that relates back to your finances and building out a budget that focuses in on what really does matter most to you, what is essential to you. Now, when looking at all of these areas in comparison to what you actually value most, you may be surprised by how much has creeped into your life that just doesn't match the life and lifestyle that you want to lead. Now, relating this back to your finances, how many of these aspects have a lot of oughts and shoulds attached to them? Thinking, well, we should have a 3,000 square foot home because that's what typical families in our area have. We need to have a resort style pool so our kids can stay close to home. And we can be the talk of the town. We can be the central location of our neighborhood. We should have a brand new SUV because that's what our neighbor has. Or what about the technology that you must be able to have the newest and greatest of their time? Think about all these things that we have because we're influenced to do so, not because we've actually made it something that we personally want to purchase, take care of, and so on and so forth. Now, it's easy to get sucked into one decision leading to the next. So figuring out your own filtering system of what should be in your world because it typically adds value to you. It specifically adds value to your world and what should not. And that should be a top priority because of how much of household budgets go to just maintaining the things that we have purchased. And we want to make sure that we are intentional about those purchases so that if they are essential, we are putting money in that direction. But if they're not, we can reevaluate that decision. Now, these compound decisions can lead you to a place where you are continually committing the time, the attention, and resources of your future self to care for stuff that you made a decision on, today, to commit to today. Now, being mindful of what is essential, what you should truly be committed to in this season will ensure that you are not committing to aspects of life that steal from your margin, requiring that you maintain that lifestyle that you have today for the foreseeable future because of all those commitments. Now, the purpose of going through a theme on what is essential to you is for you to seriously look at your basic needs as well as your basic wants that feed into the life you want to lead. Now, only you can define what is actually essential to your life. So my call to action today is to look at the areas of what is essential and choose the one that you feel is most out of hand, that needs to be controlled, and take action. If this is the fact that you own too many vehicles or maybe too expensive of vehicles, count the cost of owning these vehicles and consider what it would look like to simplify, to make sure that you only drive what actually fits your needs, and to ensure that you are not just blindly carrying the added weight of these purchases without necessarily defining whether it makes sense for the season of life that you are in. If this information is helpful to you, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're reminded to come back on a daily basis and improve in managing your personal finances. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.